few weeks ago, I posted a video about how I recreated the color HyperGrowl filter by Au5, but at the beginning, I wanted to recreate the UltraComb filter. And honestly, this was a bit tricky to recreate because I had to figure out certain things that I'm going to show you in this video. And I've seen a lot of recreations of the UltraComb in Bitwig. Mostly what I saw was in Bitwig. But today, I'm going to show you how I recreated this in FL Studio that works exactly the same as the UltraComb inside Ableton that Au5 created. And if this is the first time you see me, hi, my name is Inxious. I'm a music producer and sound designer, and I love making content about what I do and what I learn. So let's get going. Okay, so what is UltraComb? If you want to really understand what comp filter is and how these effects are working and what they are doing and why they sound the way it does, I highly recommend you go check out Au5's video on the UltraComb and how he created this. But long story short, it's Flanger, frequency shifter, and a phaser. But he approached it in a different way. Like, we didn't insert flanger, we make a flanger, like a very basic flanger, which is by delaying signals from each other. So here's the patch. We have a saw wave here. And as you can see, there is the dry delay and the wet delay. And here's the shepherd filter. I made a button for this, so it's off when you turn this on. And here's a phase invert. And the last section down here is the phaser. Let me just go quickly here and add patcher, all right? And we add a fruity delay, like 2 instances of fruity delay, like this. We need to lower the volume because it's gonna be loud, so I'm gonna just add fruity balance here and lower this to -6. Okay, yeah, I forgot that. We need to reset the delay to be only wet, no feedback. Take the time all the way down. Okay, keep it stereo, and that's it. Okay, now we duplicate those here. With that, we created a flanger. The reason why it's called wet delay and dry delay, because let's say we name this wet and we name this dry. We're gonna add the frequency shifter now and put it on this wet after the wet delay. And the reason we add a frequency shifter because we're gonna create the shepherd filter. So if we open the frequency shifter here, as you would expect, it shifts frequency. But if we bring this mix like to 50%, creates that shepherd filter. So now I'm gonna mix those together, the wet and the dry. And because I'm doing so, I don't need to put this mix knob here to 50%. I can just put it all the way to 100% because we blend the both signals together now. And now if I move the wet delay, sounds good. So flanger is working, shepherd filter is working. Now we had to put the phaser with this patch, but the problem was that the stock phaser in FL Studio doesn't work the same way that phaser device in Ableton works. And there is like a huge difference between both. Like, I can't control the pinch or the spread of the all-pass filters in the phaser. So I watched the video a couple of times, and what I noticed is that Au5 used the phaser in Ableton to create a disperser, then blend that dispersed signal with the dry signal, resulting in a phaser. Because if you have a disperser and blend it with the dry signal of itself, it creates a phaser. So I was thinking if I was able to recreate a stock disperser that works exactly the same like kilohertz disperser, it will fix this patch. So this is what I did. I was able to recreate this using stock plugins only, and I made a video about this. You can check it out here to see how I created the stock disperser, which I am gonna load here right now. It looks like this. If I go to the stock disperser here and just blend the wet signal with the dry signal, disconnect everything from here and link this here, this stock disperser, this would act like a disperser now. Increase the amount in the center. It's a disperser. But if we turn on the dry signal, it becomes a phaser. So I'll keep it a disperser now and relink it here. Let's just put this, and this, and link this after here, and so this is the basis of the UltraComb filter. Now, after linking the knobs and creating the surface, it looked something like this. Let me just turn off this one here. I saved this as a UltraComb 1 unit and then added 4 comb filters in series, like I duplicate them, and saved it as a new patch and linked all the same parameters, and it looks something like this. Here's the UltraComb filter. This is really fun to play with, and you can just go and randomize everything by going here. And yeah, this is how I recreated the UltraComb filter inside of Patcher using only stock plugins. And I don't know where I'm gonna post this because like I have so many things right now in my head, because this patch or this rack is part of School of Bass, and I was telling myself that it's super cool to show you how to recreate this, but I am not sure if I can give this patch like on my Patreon or something, but I'll look into it and I'll post this on my Patreon if I was able to do this, because again, this comb filter belongs to Au5 and it's part of School of Bass. And the reason I made this video because he posted the video about how he created the UltraComb. So I said to myself that I can post a video about how to create it in FL Studio from a different approach. So yeah, if you want to know more about this and how, like, really how this works, I highly recommend you go and check out School of Bass by Au5. It's really helpful. Like, even though it's Ableton exclusive, but I learned a lot about FL Studio because of this course. So I highly recommend you go check it out. That's it for this video. If you want to know how I created the stock disperser in FL Studio, you can check it out here. And if you want to see how I recreated the color HyperGrowl filter, I'll link the video over here. So I'll see you there, here or here. I don't know which one you choose.